Good morning. We have finished with the preparation of haloalkanes and haloarenes, all the methods. Now we are starting with their physical properties. Now physical properties, first their physical state we are considering. The first physical property is their physical state. Few of the initial members like CH3Cl, CH3Br, CH3F, C2H5Cl and some chlorofluorocarbons are gases in nature. Are gases. Higher members are liquids or solids. Liquids or solids. Now, generally, haloalkanes are colorless, but certain bromo and iodoalkanes become colored when they are exposed to light. So, haloalkanes are colorless. They do not possess any color either in the gaseous state or in the liquid state. But bromo and iodoalkanes become colored when exposed to light. So these are few of the physical properties, the physical state of haloalkanes. When I consider haloarenes, haloarenes are generally colorless liquids with pleasant odor. Haloarenes are colorless liquids with pleasant odor. So this is about the physical state. Now we come to the second property of haloalkanes and haloarenes. The second property that we are doing is boiling point and melting point. The second property is boiling point and melting point. First we are considering with the boiling point. Now haloalkanes, we take a particular example, haloalkane, CH3Cl. The parent alkane from which it is made is methane. In methane, when one of the hydrogens is replaced by a halogen, we get chloromethane. So this is the parent hydrocarbon. If I consider C2H5Br, the parent hydrocarbon is C2H6. Now when I consider haloalkanes, haloalkanes are polar in nature because chlorine, bromine, fluorine, they are more electronegative in comparison to carbon. So along with the van der Waals force of attraction, they also have dipole-dipole interaction because they are polar in nature. So the intermolecular force of attraction is dipole-dipole interaction. When we consider alkanes, the intermolecular force of attraction are general, we can say van der Waals forces or specifically London forces. So they are non-polar molecules having van der Waals forces, or you can say specifically as London forces. Now when from alkane a haloalkane is prepared, the intermolecular force of attraction that exists between them is dipole-dipole interaction, and they also have a stronger van der Waals forces because van der Waals forces depend upon surface area, and when alkane change into haloalkane, the halogens are larger in size. So surface area is more, so van der Waals forces are stronger, dipole-dipole interaction is stronger, So the boiling point of haloalkanes is always higher than parent hydrocarbon. Again, I'm repeating. If I compare the boiling point of chloromethane and methane, chloromethane will have a higher boiling point. If I compare the boiling point of bromoethane and ethane, bromoethane will have the higher boiling point. Why? Because of the stronger intermolecular forces. Why haloalkanes have the higher boiling point in comparison to parent hydrocarbon? Because of stronger intermolecular forces. What intermolecular forces? Dipole-dipole interaction as well as van der Waals forces. Both the forces are stronger in haloalkanes. So the boiling point of haloalkanes is higher in comparison to that of their parent hydrocarbons. This is the first point about boiling point. We are comparing the boiling point with their parent hydrocarbons. Now next, we are comparing the boiling point of different haloalkanes in which the halogen changes. The carbon chain remains same. Let us see the example. CH3F, CH3Cl, CH3Br and CH3I. The alkyl group present or the carbon chain present is same in all of them. Then the increasing order of boiling point is this. That means out of fluoro, chloro, bromo and iodoalkanes will have the highest boiling point, provided the length of the carbon chain is same, or we can say the alkyl group is same. Now why it is so? You know, as I go from fluoro, chloro, bromo, iodo, the size of halogen atom increases. As the size of halogen atom increases, the surface area increases. As the surface area increases, van der Waals force of attraction increases. And the van der Waals force of attraction increases, that means more energy is required to overcome the intermolecular force of attraction. So, boiling point increases. Again, I'm repeating, if we consider the haloalkanes having the same alkyl group, then as the size of the halogen atom increases, boiling point increases. Because size increase, surface area increase, so attractive force increase and boiling point increases. This is the second case we have considered. Now I consider the third case. If the halogen atom is same, but the alkyl group differs, they are all having a straight chain of carbon. You can see same chloro group is there, then the boiling point increases in the order, this is the increasing order. And the reason is same. As the length of carbon chain increases, surface area increase, van der Waals force of attraction increase, and thus the boiling point increase. So if the halogen is same, as the length of the carbon chain increases, the surface area increase, van der Waals force of attraction increase, and so does the boiling point increase. So this is the third criteria for boiling point. Next, Let us take an example. If I consider isomeric butyl halides, or we can say isomeric butyl chlorides. I'm making the isomers of it. Let us see. This is one of them, having 4 carbon atoms. This is another 4 carbon atoms. This is another 4 carbon atoms. They are the isomers. Molecular formula is same, C4H9Cl. Then the boiling point decreases in the order. This is the order. Now why it is so? Because as the branching increases, we are studying it in case of isomers. As the branching increases, surface area decrease. If surface area decrease, van der Waals force of attraction will decrease. And if they decrease, boiling point will also decrease. So as the branching increases in case of isomeric haloalkanes, surface area decrease, van der Waals force of attraction decrease, so boiling point also decreases. So different type of haloalkanes we have compared and find out the boiling points. Now let us see in the case of haloarenes. If I consider ortho dichlorobenzene, if I consider meta-dichloro, if I consider para-dichloro, then in 3 of them the surface area is nearly same. So their boiling points are also nearly same. There is not much difference in their boiling point. But what is important in them is the melting point of the para-isomer is higher than the other 2. That is in comparison to ortho and meta-dichlorobenzene. The para-isomer has a higher melting point. I've already told boiling point is nearly same. They do not differ much in the boiling point. Now melting point. You know, melting is changing from solid to liquid. Now melting point depends how these molecules are closely packed together. More closely the molecules are packed together in the crystal lattice, stronger will be the intermolecular force of attraction between them. And stronger the intermolecular force of attraction, more energy is required to overcome them and change into liquid. So higher will be the melting point. Now out of 3 isomers, the para-isomer has a symmetric structure. More symmetric the structure, more closely the molecules are packed together. More closely the molecules are packed together in crystal lattice, and due to which it has got a higher melting point. I'm just repeating, due to symmetric structure, the molecules are closely packed together, in crystal lattice, so it has higher melting point. So this we have done with the second physical property, that is melting point and boiling point. The next properties we will do in the next session. Thank you.